Hey, thanks for watching. If you're enjoying the content, don't forget to leave a like and subscribe. If you want me to play your deck on stream, feel free to reach out. Contact information in the description below. Also, I stream Legacy live almost every day at twitch.tv/unzmtg. So come by and say hi. It's time for some magic. Let's get to it. We're here with another video. Today we've got kind of an interesting one. So look, all right, again, this feels like we're going through this motion again. Like I was talking about Oko and Dreadhorde and Astrolabe a long time ago, and I feel like now we're just replacing the nouns with other nouns. We like Ragavan and all these sort of things. But I'm playing a sweet one today. I saw some inspiration on Twitter from very well-known Legacy player at Maxtortion, aka Max Gilmore, author of minmaxblog.com, and he had posted a list that was basically like the Jeskai Ragavan Saga deck, and instead of dazes instead of stifles, they had like predicts or something like that, which was kind of interesting. I had been talking to a couple friends about like how cool it is that Dragon's Rage Channeler and Predict work very well together, and seeing Max's success sort of just like motivated me to finally try out a list like this. And so this is the deck that I sort of put together. It's basically like Jeskai Modern Horizons to value. I don't know how to really, I don't know what the name is for it. I'm calling it Murktide because whatever, right? Legacy trends, you just pick a card and you name it after it. You name the deck after that. But you look at this deck and you see a lot of usual suspects here. So you have 12 creatures. These are iconic creatures in the format. And I think as long as these creatures will be legal, they will be seeing a lot of play in this format. Murktide Regent is, in my opinion, and I know this is not the consensus opinion, but I think this is the best creature out of Modern Horizons 2. The blue Tombstalker that just gets so big and out of control and closes games, you know, in the span of like 1 or 2 turns is incredible. And Dragon's Rage Channeler, I think, is the next best creature. The kind of like vision and selection and that it gives you is just incredible. I think in general, my pillars for Legacy are make sure that you play a deck that gives you a lot of options, which is why I normally gravitate towards blue. And Dragon's Rage Channeler is the kind of card that it really does give you a lot of options, right? Because every single non-creature spell that you play, suddenly there's a Surveil 1 trigger on the stack, and that really does that reminds me of like Sensei's Divining Top, like a long time ago, and that's how you just like navigate through complex board states, finding exact cards that you need, but also then things like Mitigating Flood and all those sort of things. And then lastly is Ragavan, the Nimble Pilferer, and this is a card that like I don't expect this card to be around in Legacy for too long. I mean, it is very powerful, but then again, I think this card has a lot of serious downsides that don't really get talked about a lot. And I'm playing it because I think it's just obscene not to play Ragavan in any deck that you're playing in. And maybe it's weird that I'm saying that Murktide is a stronger card than Ragavan, but you notice that I am playing 4 copies of all, and I'd probably keep the 4th Murktide over the 4th Ragavan, if that makes sense. I wouldn't cut Ragavan, or I wouldn't cut Murktide before cutting Ragavan, but the monkey does it all, right? Turn 1, you play it, and you start snowball at an advantage and things like that. I do think there is some counterplay to Ragavan, and I also notice that in this deck that we're not playing Daze, which is kind of intentional. I don't know how to fit it, but also it's not really what this deck is trying to do, right? So let's talk about what this deck is actually trying to do. Now that we've introduced our powerful creatures, we want to try and protect them, right? We want to make sure that we can leverage their power in full capacity. So that's why you'll see in this column, we've got 3 copies of Counterbalance, which is going to be very good against the best answers to Murktide Regent in the form of Swords to Plowshares and in the form of Pyroblast. You put Counterbalance into play, put a Brainstorm on top of your deck, or a Dragon's Rage Channeler, or a Ragavan, whatever. Put any of those cards on top of your deck, and you're good to go for a couple turns. Get past that finish line with the Murktide Regent. Also, sometime in the future, I really want to just like make my Delver opponents cry by like flipping a Murktide to counter their Murktide. That's like the A+ dream that I have not yet lived, but very reminiscent of countering like Dig Through Time with Dig Through Time in like that era of Legacy. And then otherwise, usual suspects. You got your Brainstorms and your Ponders. They work well with the counterbalances. And you've got a couple of Mishra's Baubles to leverage alongside Dragon's Rage Channeler. Mishra's Bauble, kind of like a modern powerhouse, but in Legacy, you don't really see it too much. The reason that I'm going so hard on all of this selection, though, is because what really draws me towards this deck, what really rounds it out, is the 4 copies of Predict. And this is a card that, like, if you've been following my history in Magic, I love this card so much. I think this card is like just everything that I ever want to do in life. I don't care about winning games. I just want to sit there and draw cards. Just draw 1, draw 2, draw 3. And typically like decks that I enjoy playing, like back in the day, like, Miracles, for example, or even like after the top band Miracles, like decks that really rely on like getting through your deck, again, maximizing on options. So to maximize on options, one really good way to do that is to just have card advantage. So you have more cards, you have more options. Predict does that very well. And there are a lot of ways to enable it in this deck, right? You've got Dragon's Rage Channeler, Brainstorm Ponder, Mishra's Bauble. So that's already what, 4, 14. And then you also have 3 copies of Counterbalance in the deck. And so that's 17. Add in Jace the Mind Sculptor, maybe a Snapcaster Mage. A lot of ways to make sure that Predict is very consistent. Historically speaking, Predict has not been the most consistent, just because you lost Sensei's Divining Top. So then what? You're like, Portent is not going to replace Sensei's Divining Top, right? But this card is the glue. This card is what makes everything so fun for me, right? That's where this deck came from. I wanted to have fun, but I also wanted to have relevance. And I think fun for me is, casting Predict and drawing 2 cards. But then also relevance is Murktide Regent. This is the best creature. It ends the games, and then you protect it with Counterbalance to stop the most notable 1-drops that handle Murktide Regent. So also Counterbalance is just good against combo, which I think is pretty relevant. And the best decks in the format right now are like Delver, Bant Control, Doomsday, and like Death and Taxes. And even against Death and Taxes, I think turning off Swords to Plowshares and turning off Solitude by putting like a Force of Will on top, extremely relevant for Murktide Regent. So Murktide is just like ruthless, basically. Got a couple removal spells, Prismatic Ending, Swords to Plowshares. You guys need no introduction to these cards. So taking a look at the sideboard, I don't think there's really anything very interesting about the sideboard here. More removal, a couple counters. We don't really have too much graveyard hate, but that's mostly because my plan in that matchup is either to use Counterbalance to win or just like really just like raffle stomp my opponent with like a Murktide Regent. And then Null Rod, I think, is a really good card. If there was a card that, if I could add an extra card into my sideboard, it would be a second copy of Null Rod. I'm really high on this card. It's just really good against all the artifactors of Saga decks. Pyroblast is an obvious one. Pyroclasm is good against like tribal decks. D&T, which I mentioned is one of the best decks. Also good against like elves, things like that. And then I think the card that I may think is like the spiciest is probably like 2 copies of Torpor Orb. Again, looking at the breakdown of the best decks in the format, in my opinion right now, Doomsday and Death and Taxes, Torpor Orb absolutely locks them out, right? Think about all the ETB triggers in Death and Taxes. Recruiter of the Guard. You've got Stoneforge Mystic. You've got Solitude. You've got, there's definitely more, you know what I mean? And I think it's just fantastic. It's just absolutely fantastic. Also shuts down Thassa's Oracle. So, I don't know, Torpor Orb, kind of good, kind of like it. Yeah, I don't know. I do think this deck could use a couple tools. So I've played maybe like 2.5 leagues now with this. I'm going to say 2 leagues and then, about like almost 3 leagues, including the content here today. And cards that I'm kind of interested in, maybe like the first Back to Basics, the second Null Rod, and then maybe like Spell Pierces or like a Pithing Needle to, beat up on Show and Tell with. But, yeah, this is kind of an interesting deck here. I don't know if it's really good, but, so far I am 9-1, and then the results of the games you see here. So let me know what you guys think. I'm kind of curious if you guys think this deck is interesting or fun or whatever. I love drawing cards, so I'm going to say it is. But yeah, all right. See you for match number 1. Bye. Just Highland Berserker. All right, this is crazy, right? This is crazy, right? That's what I'm saying. Like, this is where basics are so bad, right? Like, this is where basics are so bad. So, I don't know. You're going to hang with Eric this weekend? Nice. You've learned a secret move to dunk on Dress Down? Uh-oh. I don't like that. What is it, like Pyroblast or some shit like that? That sounds right. Pyroblast spooky. Okay, Bloodstained Mire. Swamp. Uh-oh. Stitcher Supplier. I'm going to force the shit out of this. And now we're going to lose because fucking Hogak. Tilt! All right, what is this? Make a mod, make a treasure token. Whoa, Vengevine. Damn, I really wish we had just drawn this instead. But I guess now we passed the turn. We have 2 cards in our hand. Hello. That's fucking miserable. 6 insane cards into Counterbalance? Wait, what are you talking about? Counterbalance was so insane there. Did you not just see what happened? It pitched a force. It pitched a force. How good is that's great. Oh, it's a sequencing thing? Oh, okay, okay. Carry-on feeder, sure. We have that one covered. I guess I pitched Counterbalance so they know this is like some weird shit going on. All right. Can you imagine if it was Days, though? Yeah, if it was Days, it would have been just nutty. I agree. All right, they can't Hogak here, so that's nice. Brainstorm. Okay, Brainstorm here. Dragon's Rage Channeler. Put this into the graveyard. We don't need this. Ooh. Don't need either of these either. We'll put like Jace and Counterbalance back now. So my sequencing here is going to be a little bit weird. Ah, fuck. Actually, I don't know what I want to get aggressive here, you know what I mean? But I also want to get value off the scry. I was thinking I could like Prismatic Ending first, put the Counterbalance in the graveyard, then we have Delirium, we can attack for 5. Put it into my graveyard. Put it into my graveyard. And that should be Delirium, right? Yeah. Okay, cool. So now they're going down to 11. Cast that. Are they just dead on board here? No, they're going to go down to 1. Okay. Wait, but Eddie, you're back in... oh, wow, they just conceded. You're back in town, right? By town, I mean, like, SoCal? Oh, yeah, we're fucked. Surgical, Prismatic Ending, Relic, Caracas. I think these cards are all good. I didn't really calibrate this deck for the graveyard matchup, so I don't really know. Oh! Murktide Regent plus Counterbalance? That stops Hogak? Don't do it, dude. Don't fucking do it. We're gonna cut this. I technically should cut these 4, probably, and then just bring in, like, these 4. I guess here I could cut, like, Plains, too, to make space for the Caracas. And then the next question is, how good is something like Torpor Orb? But Torpor Orb doesn't do anything, right? Flusterstorm to stop Faithless Looting or Hedron Crab. We saw double Swamp, Pyroblast, Null Rod, Pyroclasm, perhaps. You're visiting for a friend's birthday? You mean you're going back up to Portland? What are the orbs for? Why, in fact, yes, they're for the unwinnable Goblins matchup. Dude, I thought that was so funny. And now we're on Counterbalance. Yeah, dude, some habits die hard. Some habits die hard. I don't know, man. Like, there's no way. Maybe Pyroclasm good? EE seems a little bit better, but then we have 8 1-drops, and they have a bunch of 1-drops. I'm probably going to be putting on a 1 more than anything else. I genuinely don't know. Oh, man. I think the plan in this matchup is to just get aggro, right? Get freaky. All right, I'll bring in a Pyroclasm, I guess. I don't know, man. These cards don't seem particularly good, especially since they showed us, like, Carry-On Feeder. Whatever. Pyroclasm and EE basically. No, Pyroclasm can hit blood. Ooh, that's okay. Not bad. It's not great, but I'll keep it. They mulliganed to 6 here, so now they're looking at their 5. They have 8 crabs? No, just 4. I don't even know. They might be on mono black. Alter Badlands Delta. That's pretty good. Oh, did the audio not work there? I don't know if the audio worked there. Because I didn't even hear it. It did not? Why not? Hello, Leorin board. Edit commands. It works when I'm not streaming. Maybe I have to like disable this temporarily. Huh. Is it muted right now? Sorry, one second. I kind of want to figure this out. I probably have to figure this out on stream too. And does my music stop? One second. Let's check one thing. I'm going to do this real quick myself. Sorry, bear with me here. Redeem. And you can't hear it right now because the audio is definitely there. No audio at all. Oh, maybe it's because, Oh no! Where am I? My bad. Hold up. I'm gonna do this advanced audio properties and just make sure that it's on the right channel, because realistically speaking, it could be on the wrong one. Because I did switch some stuff up there. Sorry, I'm gonna do this one more time. But it's weird. SpongeBob, and this is... Oh, this needs to be on track 3. Okay. And then... Audio started halfway. Now we have audio. Okay, yeah, that's what happened. So because of the way my video processing works, I had to change my audio tracks the other day. I don't know if you remember me mentioning this the other day. Now it should be fine. So hold up, ready? Now I'm gonna try it again. It should theoretically work. One more time. All right, worked. Nice. All right, I got you. I got you. This is Swords to Plowshares on the top of our deck. Swords to Plowshares on the top of our deck is pretty good. All right, we'll just do this. Although our hand in general is like really, really, really fucking bad. We have 4 lands, and like this is not the kind of hand that beats Hogak. I guess they have 1 altar gone though, which is not too bad. I have to put it back to once per stream. Yeah, I hadn't had it fixed earlier. I don't want this shit spammed, basically. I'm gonna do that right now. Manage rewards, edit, save. Okay, cool. Sounds good. Should be good now. You'd have to have it done by Tom Kenny. I mean, honestly, I would too. I would too. I already overpaid for that one person to do it, and they did not do that great of a job, to be honest. I mean, there's a little bit of charm in that, but it's like not perfect, though. You know what I mean? Okay, here's Gravecrawler. Snapcaster Mage. That's not a bad one. What deck and format is this? This is Legacy, and we're playing a brew. Ish. Oh, this is the Hogak deck. It's just Hogak Legacy version. Yo, Max, what's up? We are playing, so before I start on the version that you played, which is what I want to do next, I wanted to try out the version that I was playing last night, which is a lot worse. Oh God. This is the ABC version of whatever you were trying to play. So yeah. No, endurance is like fine. Like the thing about endurance is like, yeah, it's good against that deck. Ooh, that's a problem. Actually, it's not a problem. We have Caracas. Okay. But you have to make it to turn 3, and you have to not die before then either. So really, it's like endurance. Oh, okay, well, or there could be like pressure associated. Like from the control side, at least, I think endurance is like good, but not great. Wait, what are they doing? Hello? This makes my life easier. This makes my life a lot easier. Second altar also milled. Okay, they realized. I'm so glad SpongeBob is now fixed. I don't even know what I'm supposed to get rid of here. Like, if I plow one of the Stitcher suppliers, it's like extremely awkward. I guess I could go like plow, snap, plow, and then get rid of everything. Which isn't too crazy. Maybe I'll just do that. Ooh, monkey. I think that'll be good for later. This turn we'll just keep our Snapcaster open though. We can block the Gravecrawler, plow the Stitcher Supplier, and then next turn dash monkey. Were people spamming the blue points reward? No. I had actually disabled. So in my dashboard, I can enable like what sort of restrictions I want on it, like frequency and like how many and like how often and how many times per stream. I guess that all boils down to frequency. And I had it set to infinite because I wanted to live test it and see what would happen here. So I ran it 3 times in a row just to check the audio. And now I've put it back here. So the spammy spam, you know, the reality of the situation is what I need to do is make a bunch more cool things that you guys can redeem. All right, hit the Stitcher Supplier. I guess explosives and Ragavan are kind of cool. They might just recast the Gravecrawler though, so we'll see. They have 4 cards in their hand. One of them has to be a zombie, right? Oh, wow. No? Flashback looting? Question mark? You're not toxic mad, just grieving Sag? Wait, why? What happened? Okay, they got rid of the Delta. So cast this with dash. We'll see what we get here, but this is nasty because now we can bounce it with Caracas and replay it if we really want to. Vengevine. All right, well, I cannot play the Vengevine this turn, sagely. And I also don't really care if the Ragavan lives or dies. We have Relic of Progenitus, and that's probably going to be the main... That's probably going to be the main, like, Assassin's Trophy target, if you will. Now we have a treasure token, so we can even pop the Relic when we want to. Oh, yeah. I agree with you. That's kind of why I'm skeptical to buy certain cards. But this is why I love Man Control, right? Because it's never going to get a card that's, like, too good. It's never going to get a card that's too good. Sure, Carry On Feeder is fine. We have the Prismatic ending. And now they can get Gravecrawler. And they can make this like into a 3/3, but that's fine. They have to like Cabal Therapy. You missed 4-color red and 6 control. Yeah, that shit made me happy. I'm not gonna lie, with Prismatic Ending now in the format, I really wish red and 6 got unbanned. I know that's an unpopular opinion. I wish Ragavan got banned, and no, I just want to play with Prismatic Ending and red and 6 together. Is that scary? I don't want Ragavan though. No Ragavan plus red and 6. Wait, red and 6 plus Ragavan. I guess there's a little bit of anti-synergy between there. Like, you know what I mean? Absolutely not. What do you mean? Why not? What's wrong? Just play Modern? Oh yeah, you could just do that in Modern. All right, well, they fetched twice. Wait, what? Did they fail to find? What the hell? They failed to fucking find? How? Ren Wasteland locks were the worst play patterns ever. Yeah. All right, get rid of this. Once we get rid of this, yeah, they sacked it. Okay. Now attack. And what are we trying to get now? Good question. Satyr Wayfinder. Wow. I don't even know if I'm supposed to cast this. I'm probably supposed to cast this, right? Hiya, 1/1. Card advantage. Kind of. All right, we binned a couple cards here, but it's not too bad. Force and Ponder. Ponder is like the good one, but the other two kind of suck. Yo, PD, what's up with the tier 1? Let's go, dude. Thank you so much. Welcome back. I appreciate that. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. You know it's a fluke. Its power level is way under 9,000. Wait, which one? Tron? Oh, Tron. Wait, no. Fuck Cloud. I cannot do Cloud Post is scary. Bone Shards. And the discard Hogak. Okay. Protect. Thank you. I guess them discarding Hogak is not like a real. Oh, I should probably put the EE on 2. I don't know if I'm supposed to block here. Do they have a way to recast it? I guess not. So then what was that attack? Ooh, okay. So dash the monkey. Dashy dash. What do we get? What's my prize? Nothing. We gotta buy you. Wait, what's then? Why do they fail to find earlier off of their fetch land? I guess I don't really know that. Dragon's Rage Channeler. It's a Tundra. Island. And now, I don't think I want this. I don't think I want that. Yeah. So now we can't lose to Alter Kill. Probably a misclick. Okay. Yeah. Nice. They mulled a 6. Double Murktide as payoff. Decks that I'm scared about are obviously tribal decks. And Delver. In fact, I don't even know if we have a good matchup against something like Doomsday. It puts the endurance inside its sleeve. Oh, monke. Wait, no shot. Okay. Vista has kind of fucking sucked, though. Double Dragon's Rage Channeler. Okay, mulligan to 6. Interesting. Oh, shit. So they probably take the Predict. They took Swords? What? Why would you take Swords? Predict is playable against Doomsday, but if they took Swords, then there's probably like Stoneblade or some weird shit. So against Hogak and Reanimator, maybe Days would have just been better. I think against Control, though, less so. I mean, realistically speaking, what I could do is like build the deck so that you have Days in game 1, and then... Oh, is this... No, this isn't a Fatal Push. Some sort of weird bug control deck. Damn, that's loud. I don't think I need this. One, two, three. Wait, this is kind of tricky. What's likely better here? They Thoughtseized away a Swords to Plowshares. So I think my headspace right now is worried about something like Baleful Strix. And technically Swords to Plowshares... I know Prismatic Ending is probably just better. Alright, so this is the classic worst card, best card in response to Thoughtseize. And now... I'll play Murktide. I don't think they have something like Days in there. I don't know if they have Days. They might have it, but here's a... And they're in bug colors, so they have to have Assassin's Trophy to handle this? Or Run Afoul? Oh, it could be Allurin. Wait a minute. With Urza Saga? Oh, you think it's that? Is this Living Wish? Loam getting back Misty, okay. So now I want to target myself here. Oh my goodness, you want to know the other thing? Swords to Plowshares. Snapcaster Mage and Murktide Regent are a combo. Really fucking good stuff. Okay. What? Why would you concede to that? That's kind of weird. It's a weird concession. So they're playing Bug, and we saw Loam. So I probably want Relic. And maybe I want Pyroblast. I don't think I want... I don't know. What else do I want? They played Urza. Nice. I like that punt. That's a certified grade A punt. So I think the plan in this matchup is going to be... Well, they have a lot of ones. Counterbalance could be good, but they also have, like, Decay. Also, they probably have Uro in their deck in some capacity, too. So maybe I just want to bring in 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I think if I bring in like an ending, I can even cut like a Swords to... I don't know what to cut. I guess we cut Counterbalance. Oh, yeah, let's do some predictions. You're right. All right, starting the new prediction here. I don't know how to sideboard for shit, though. I guess if I'm bringing in Caracas, I can cut the plains. This is 5. We're bringing in a lot. I don't know why I'm bringing in Prismatic Ending number 3. I don't really have a reason. I can just, like, cut 2 baubles. It's kind of lazy, though. All right, whatever. We'll see what happens. Yo, Jeff, what's up, dude? How's your... Oh, my God. That's a 300K pot. Let's go. All right. All right, Jeff. I think this is a deck that you could definitely, like, tweak and make better. But basically, I've become enchanted by Dragon's Rage Channeler and Predict. I don't know what the best color combination is to play it. I would just assume Jeskai because of Swords to Plowshares and yeah, this is fine. Ultimately, I do think the basics might just suck, though. Like, if you go green, you get access... You lose Swords to Plowshares and you lose... You lose Swords to Plowshares and you lose Prismatic Ending, but you can gain, what, Endurance, which is going to be good against, like, the graveyard decks and, like, Delver in general, and then you also gain Uro, and then you can replace Prismatic Ending and Swords to Plowshares with Bolt, and I believe... I think... I do think in this matchup, in this deck that, like, or in this format, that Run Afoul is a playable card. But I might be wrong about that. Sounds extremely like your shit. Yeah, I know, right? It's like grindy. I don't know. So my original list, I actually was looking up your Pokepile, the Pokepile list from... let's do this. I don't really care about the Prismatic Ending too much just yet. I was looking at the Pokepile list to see, like, what was going on, because the list that I played last night had Stifle in it, but no Daze. Counterbalance might not be good enough, to be completely honest with you. However, I do also like the idea of, like, 2 things: Counterbalance to protect Murktide, but then also Counterbalance to counter Murktide. It's pretty cool. Should probably play Unholy Heat, and oh, that's a good point too. Yeah, Unholy Heat's probably very good. Yeah. Is Run Afoul not just better, though? Because that kills... Actually, Unholy Heat's probably very good, yeah. Unholy Heat's probably insanely good. But already, like, this deck is kind of reliant on the graveyard. Oh, my goodness. And then I do also want, like... Wait, what do they do? They end up Brainstormed? Okay. What is this? Exclamation Decklist, I think, will get you the list. I wouldn't trust it, though. This is certainly in draft mode right now. Endurance, sure. So fortunately, we don't have to attack. Imagine these cards if Astrolabe was around. It'd be insane. Ligma what? Oh, hey. All right, so do this. I think next turn we'll just have to Prismatic Ending the Endurance. This might have been a reason to keep in Swords to Plowshares, because, well... I'm not, like, crazy attached to the Dragon's Rage Channeler. We do know the top card already. Saga. Okay. That is a little bit of a problem. Interesting. How do we punish this? Yo, Tartan, all right. You gotta wake up in 7 hours to go to customer for commit. Okay, all right. Happy birthday, friend. Better not punt this. All right, I will do my best. Oh, no, Angelo, this is not the same list that you're thinking about. Also, Kai, hey, how's it going? So we put an instant in the graveyard. I guess I should do that. Weird that they pondered. Okay, so I guess we're clear. I still want the prismatic ending. But yeah, good night, buddy. Wait, what time is it? It's 6? Oh, maybe 9. Okay. Yeah, so put on top. Now what? Oh. That's pretty good. So I can dash in Ragavan, attack, and then prismatic ending. Is there anything here that I don't want? I do kind of feel like I want all these cards. And I suppose I'm not obligated to Ragavan right now either. There's a little bit of tension here because the Urza Saga is really annoying. And then what happens if they have an abrupt decay or something? I think the game plan is just going to be to set up for Murktide Regent. Oh, yeah, no, this is something else. Yeah, this is something else. Yeah, we could just, like, we don't have to dash the Raga. Well, actually, is it not? No, but then there's downside. Yeah. I don't know. This is tricky. I don't really care. Actually, maybe the Ragavan's just not good here. No, Ragavan has to be good here, right? Very, very weird. This card is scary, though. All right, since I'm going to cast the Prismatic Ending and play the Ragavan this turn, I might as well just fetch the Brainstorm away now to get some selection. I think I'm looking for Swords to Plowshares. I don't have a really good way to get rid of this otherwise, too. Force of Will. No. So now they're probably pausing. Are they thinking about countering this? Because we do conveniently have just enough. Also, this putting the force into the graveyard means that Murktide is more likely to resolve. So I guess there is that. Although there is a little bit of anti-synergy with Murktide and Dragon's Rage Channeler, but I think we'll figure that out. What? Okay. Dress Down and Saga in the same deck. Hello? Deck building? Question mark? What is going on? What the hell is going on? Oh, well, that explains what's going on. Ah, yes, some sort of like bug dreadnought standstill deck. Jeez. Yeah, well, now I definitely want... Oh? All right, that's annoying. Oh, that was pretty good. I think I'm just gonna plow this. I can like bounce with Jace, but that doesn't seem very good because then we have to block. And if I play the Jace here, they'll just grab Pithing Needle off this anyways. There's a shot here that they don't, so we'll see. It's not the combo we need, but what we deserve. Oh, man. Foundry. What is this? Sure. We just block now. I need to reevaluate sideboarding here. I think I might just bring the counterbalance back in for game 2. And see where it goes from there. Maybe like bring in the Swords to Plowshares too for endurance. Yeah, I think I'm okay with that. We don't have very many 3s. In fact, if we cut the Force Negation, I don't think we have any 3s, so something to think about. All right, this feeds the Murktide, so that's good. Uro, yikes. I mean, I think we can beat Uro with oh, they're not using Retrofitter Foundry though. That's not bad. I might. Well, we're gonna be on the plane. Oh, Stifle. That's cute. Sure. So now I can snap swords the Uro. I don't know if they have Force in their deck post board. And I think I'm just going to brainstorm with the Jace here. I just want more cards. I guess I could tick up on Jace too. That's not unwise. You're like surgical? That's kind of weird. Alternatively, what I could do instead of... So what I could do here is kind of cool. I'm going to get a Tundra. But I could just play the Murktide and hold up Pyroblast. I have a 4/4 and then bounce the Uro. I think we just need more cards. Yeah, I'm just going to do this. It's not bad. Okay, so on their upkeep, now we can snap swords the Uro, and they have to draw removal. Oh, they have nice. This is the timeline. So one thing we could have done is maybe stalled to get a counter on the Murktide. Jeez, they're at so much life right now. It's crazy. But we have a lot of cards now, so I'm feeling pretty good about this. You agree on brainstorming there? Yeah, I just felt a little bit behind, which may not be very reasonable. Ponder and shuffle away the island. Oh. 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 All right, there's a little bit of autopilot. This is great. Woo! This is fucking great. So now we have Murktide into Murktide. Whoa. Oh, yeah. Wait, how do they know I have Murktide? Did I play Murktide last game? Did I play Murktide last game? I don't remember. Okay, so this is a 5/5. And then we can make this into an 8/8, and we'll have a 6/6 and an 8/8. Didn't they see one out of the Thoughtseize? Oh, yeah, they probably did, yeah. But I probably played a blue Manosaurus. Don't you play blue Manosauruses too? Sure. All right, so now they're at 40. It's pretty contextually clear. Well, it needs to be, I don't know. That being said, draw, step, stop. And I'm going to start with a brainstorm, pick up the... Oh, yeah. That's nice. I don't know if I want the Pyroblast here. I probably do. I was thinking I could go like double Dragon's Rage Channeler or some weird shit. I don't know. Wait, why didn't I take the Prismatic Ending? Ah, fuck, my bad. Oh shit, no, I'm so stupid. I should have main phased the Surgical there. Oh, that's a tilt. Right. Compliment too. Oh, damn it! Oh my god, I'm getting Q sniped. Q sniped. Eli! Fuck. All right, well, we're gonna lose this one. We're definitely not gonna get this this one. Goblins, this matchup, we gotta get like super lucky to win. No, you're totally cool, buddy. I think this will be a good match because it'll showcase some of the problems that this deck has. Cavern of Souls, okay. Goblin. Skirk Prospector. Sure. So I think the goal here will be to tempo them out. So I am going to lead with this. If I want to tempo them out, I want to find Murktide. That's what I want to do. So if I brainstorm... If I brainstorm, then we can attack for 3. Is that worth it, though? No way, right? I don't know. Fuck. Should have pondered. Whoa. Counterbalance, force of will. Counterbalance and force of will are both bad. Is there a world where counterbalance is just better than force of will, though? Alternatively... Shit, this is hard. They would have played Aether Vial on turn 1 if they had it, right? I don't know. They could also have like Lightning Bolt. Oh, Lightning Bolt. That's something to think about too. Will could take a vial, yeah. Or if they like multicast spells or something like that. Wasteland, sure. Oh, that's really good for us. Ringleader. And then we get rid of the counterbalance. Yes. Ho. That's the money. All right. Sure. Oh, no. Did I mess this up? I took out instant and sorcery. No, I think we'll be fine. The question is do I recast the Ragavan? And I think the answer is no. Because we can even force of will a... Hi. Oh, I guess we can't force that. That's hella awkward. No, I'm good. How's your day? Wait. Look. All right. Huh? Oh, okay. Yeah, if you're gonna get Taco Bell, then sure, I'll get something. Mom's first official day was today. I'm so proud that she's doing it. Like, the curriculum for like doctors in the States is it's like toxic. Like it's like I mean, like you obviously want your doctors to be like very well educated, informed, and this and that. But my goodness, it's a lot. And so today was finally like after, let's see, 4 years of college, right? Then 4 years of med school, then 3 years of residency. So 11 years later, today was like her first official job as like a, well, no, I mean, she was a doctor like in her residency, but like unsupervised. Today was her first day unsupervised, but then also making that big ass Dr. Fat money. Let's go. Will you buy me a sports car? Will you buy me a Ferrari? She's looking at me like, what the fuck? Let's cut these cards. How about that? 4 cards out, and then we want to bring in 7 cards. Whoa. That's a lot of cards. I guess I can cut baubles again. I don't know. I don't think I want the Null Rod. Like, it's good against Vile and probably good against Relic as well, which Eli probably will be bringing in. But I guess we have stuff. We need to cut 1 more card. I don't think it's a Force of Will, but it could be a Force. Yeah, maybe it's Force of Will. Again, the matchup is mostly going to be about tempo, right? Yeah, so Force of Will on Pyroblast to kill Murktide Regent will be kind of important. Is cutting Snapcaster Mage crazy? Snapping back Swords to Plowshares does not seem really like what I want to be doing, so I think I'm going to cut the Snapcaster. Maybe that's wrong. Plus, we also have... I want my doctor to get their facts from Facebook. Uh-oh. Oh my goodness. Did she do it? She really did a great job. Nice.
Maybe it was really cute. Because she was like, I just want to know if I did a good job.
That's cute. Okay, I'm gonna play this out so that we can draw some cards. Ideally, we find. I mean, maybe I'm supposed to force the. Oh, maybe I was supposed to force. I just hope we don't get wastelanded here. They don't have a 1-drop. That's not good for us. Maham, thank you for the tier 1 sub. That's 22 months, baby.
You got 17 out of 10 today?
No, I think this is like between yesterday and today. I'm probably at like 7 today. I got 5 gifted subs at the very beginning of the stream. It was great. Super awesome. 5 rug, yeah. I do think we lose this game though. Matron. So probably for like munitions expert then. And it'll kill the Dragon's Rage channeler? Yeah. I don't think he cares about Ragavan at all here. Yep. We might be able to still predict though. We'll see. Yeah. Always lucky. Oh my goodness. That's so many gifted subs. Wait a minute. Torpor up here. Thank you for the gifted subs as well. 20 out of 10. Oh my god. It takes some time. There's 18 and then that was I think you and then it'll update in a little bit. All right, so here's the Torpor Orb. Now they have Vile, but I don't know how they're supposed to get rid of it. I have to check Eli's list. He's got to have Trash Master exactly, right? But he just used Goblin Matron. All right, we'll see what happens now. We do have access to really good mana here. We have Island. I think they've got Rishadon Port. Maybe I want back to basics in this deck. I don't know. We'll see. At the end of the day, the only card that I really care for... Okay, they're getting rid of Tundra. Sure. I don't know. Maybe they attack. They don't attack for sure, of course. Sure. So we'll predict ourselves. We'll name Snow-Covered Island. Draw 2 cards. There's the Murktide. And we keep going. No. I don't think I want these. Vista. 1, 2. We have 2 in the graveyard. No, I think we just have to shuffle this. Ragavan is like especially bad here. Another Torpor Orb. Okay. It's not too bad, I guess. You're thinking about Crater Maker. Yeah, Crater Maker's a spooky one too. Good call. Good call. So I think it's going to be important to dish this one out as well, right? Okay. Play Murktide. That's a 6/6. And then I think next turn I'll play the Torpor Orb number 2 to play around Crater Hoof. Crater Maker. Yeah, I mean, this is why I like the Murktide, though, right? Now you can't play Draw Go forever. It also plays around Crater Hoof. Yep, there you go, Min. Thank you. By the way, Min, this idea, I know we talked about it a couple days ago. I ended up not going with Monastery Mentor. Forgive me. That's fine. Oh, no, this is a mistake. I fucked up. Oh, thank God I did not get punished for my punt. 1 Tundra gone? The reason it was a punt is because of... the reason it's a punt is because of Red Blast. They could have Red Blasted the Murktide and my shields would have been down. Also, we don't have access to planes anymore. What am I doing here? I just said it was a punt, and I just I guess we know that they don't have it. Wait, what? I'm so confused. What did I just do there? I totally whiffed on this. Hold up. Yeah, I totally just whiffed on this play like entirely. Wow. Yeah, and now they have Crater Maker, and I didn't play my second Torpor Orb, which is what I wanted to do. I mean, maybe they're going to die soon. Who knows? We'll see. God, that was really, 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 really bad. Like, we could just die here. Yeah. God! I just saw, like, Dragon's Rage Channel and Ponder. I was like, oh, okay. Actually, no, but my thought process was Forcible. I literally said play around Red Blast, and then I didn't play around Red Blast. Huh? Yeah, open it whatever you want. Oh, the window or the... Sure. Yeah. Okay. That was really bad, guys. I'm sorry. And now what? Munitions Expert actually kills Murktide? And we drew Jace. I mean, they're on empty. I think I just have to Pyroclasm here. The last card could be scary, though. Oh, my God. I'm either playing the Pyroclasm or the Torpor Orb. The question is which one. So why would I play Pyroclasm to get rid of the Sling Gang? Now, the question is if I get rid of Sling Gang... Can they potentially kill me? 1, 2, 3, 4. They have 5 mana. If last card is Ringleader. Well, if the last card is Ringleader, then they would have to draw mana and something else. I think I'm supposed to just Pyroclasm here. Oh, that's really good. I don't really care about the monkey. Now they have 1 card. Yo, Justin, thank you for the raid. What's up? You may be wondering, what are we doing in Legacy right now? Having a goddamn good time, that's what. This also puts them on a 2-turn clock, so they have to have Exaxes. Which is not unreasonable. They have so many outs here. The raid animation was honey? Yeah. Yeah. I put a lot of thought into that one, you know what I mean? When you think about like a raid, it's like players coming together to support each other. So I was thinking, oh, you know what that is? That's like Planeswalkers, you know? And then I also really like the Persona animation like a lot. Like I think it's super cool. All right, looks like he's saying GG. Pashalik Mons. Counterbalance 5